What's up, everybody? This is your first time to the channel. Welcome to the barbecue. My name's Jeff and I'm your chef. We always grilling around here, always cooking up something. And if you've noticed, I haven't been on YouTube a lot lately. I mean, I've been doing a lot of research as to what's going on to make sure that my channel won't be caught up in it. But not only that, I still got to take care of life. Summer's about to hit Phoenix, so I've been summerizing the house, dealing with roofing companies, dealing with other business ventures that I talk about in my Patreon and everything like that. But I wanted to bring you guys a video. I've watched tons of videos on what's going on, but this is a major historical event going on at YouTube right now. Now, we had adpocalypse at once where, people were crashing out over computers and ads and everything was going nuts and people were finding different ways to scrape ads out of their content. Now we've got where they're demonetizing people. Millions of channels are just disappearing overnight. They're waking up the next day and people don't know why. But I found a channel that he got demonetized 13 days ago, and he kind of goes through exactly what is going on at YouTube, and I'm going to play a little bit of it for you. Actually, we're going to do this live stream style. I actually got the video sitting over here on the screen right now, and I can actually click play on it to get it to going and everything. So we're going to do this so I don't have to do a lot of edits. I'm going to play straight through. I'm using a big Nikon D3100. I found out how to use it to continue without taking a break every 3 minutes. So we don't got to do a lot of edits. Let's get into this video real quick. Let me make sure I got this. Hold up. This is a good video. This is a good video. I might have to scrub some of the music out, but for the most part, this is good.
Pattern analysis complete. You are repetitive. You are inauthentic.
Please! Spare us! We are real! We have content!
This is what YouTube is doing.
Cannot be stopped. Your content is repetitive and template made. Deemed inauthentic.
Thousands of channels being snatched because of inauthentic content, repetitive content. And this guy kind of breaks it down for everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to day 13 of demonetization. No money to be made on YouTube. So this is what I woke up to.
Happens to a lot of people.
Our human policy specialists have reviewed your content on multiple occasions. With a heavy heart, they have upheld the decision to remove your channel from the program. This decision is final and will not be changed. You can make changes to your channel and address the initial feedback. I didn't get any meaningful feedback, is the problem.
Yep.
Our team has...
And that's the same thing that happened to me. Remember when I got booted for 7 days because they said I did some child safety thing, and then I got an 18+ strike on another video? This is what YouTube is doing right now. The AI is going around trying to find ways to pull monetization away from people. Now, I only got 1 strike so far. If I get another one, or if I get 3, I'm completely demonetized out of the program. But if I get another one, I think I'm booted for like 90 days or something like that to where I can't upload or do live streams. So I've been taking it easy on YouTube. I've not been really uploading. I've not been posting. I've been kind of just getting the temperature of what's going on, using other people's channels as a barometer to kind of see what is exactly going on YouTube. How are these people? I mean, 16 years, 3 years, 10 years, 5 years, $150,000 a month, $60,000 a month, waking up to absolutely nothing, and they have no reason why. If you've noticed my channel, I've had over 2,000 videos on my channel at one point. I'm down to about 1,100. I am going through and scrubbing my channel. Anything I've done that is not showing my face, a lot of my rideshare content, I wasn't showing my face. I was screen recording and I was narrating what I was doing. All of that might be deemed inauthentic content because it looks repetitive. I mean, I was getting a ton of views on it. I was getting 65,000 views, 20,000 views, 30,000 all the time. Tons of views on that kind of content, but it was me doing the same thing. I would get in my car, I would screen record myself driving around town, getting rides on Uber and Lyft. Now, those are the kind of videos that YouTube's deeming inauthentic, and they're snatching it. So I'm glad I'm out of that genre of doing screen record videos, because right now, a lot of people are getting this repetitive. If you're doing the same content over and over, they call it a template because you're saying, well, it works. I'm getting a lot of views. I'm going to keep doing the same thing. It's getting a lot of views. I'm going to keep doing the same thing. When that happens, YouTube algorithm is seeing the same language, the same patterns, the same trends in your videos, and people are waking up to absolutely no monetization on their channel. And I don't want that to happen to me. So my old videos that are on my channel, I am going and removing them because those type of videos can get a whole channel yanked. And I don't want that to happen to me. So let's keep with this video. Wait a minute. Where is this at? Let me move this camera real quick. Okay, now I can see better. All right.
Thoroughly reviewed your appeal and workflow video and your channel's content. After secondary manual evaluation, we must inform you that our original decision remains unchanged and is final. The final insult. The determination your channel does not currently meet the YouTube Partner Program requirements based on a comprehensive review of your content library against our policies.
You see how he said the content library? The content library is what's getting people. I have a library. Oh, I had over 2,000 videos. I'm all the way down to 1,100. I am removing anything in my library that I'm finding other people being demonetized for, because I don't want to keep going making content. Wake up one day, be like, what the hell happened? Excuse me. This is going to be a straight live stream. Like I said, this is live stream format where I'm going to keep going and I'm not pausing nothing. I didn't bring nothing to drink in here. Oh, wait a minute. Let me go grab something to drink. I'm going to put it on the transition screen real quick because, like I said, I'm not stopping this. I need to go grab something to drink. Hold up. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold up. Dang it. Here we go. Why ain't this thing playing? Oh. Looking at feels, you know how we get down. Come and gather round. Like I said, I'm leaving this thing straight. I'm not doing any edits on this at all. Looking like a mama reflection, resurrection of the realest, illest. We be the old heads, pour a swig of liquor on the ground for our folks dead. I ain't even tripping off the drama. Uncle Joe said, better do them dishes, get you slapped across your forehead. Stunting in my pro kids, running with kids. Left the streets for the sweets, now I'm running the biz. I'm the whiz, scarecrow like Mr. Michael Jackson. If you looking for that work and I'm looking for that action, you can ease on down through the yellow brick road. Once I get to going in, then you better hold on. I'm that old school killer, lyrically a machete, defying every lion coming out the Serengeti. Hey, pass me that spaghetti, I ain't done with it yet. You better ask somebody, you ain't ready for Jeff. I'm that old school chef. Catch me grilling while I'm looking all around up in the spot. Now I got you suckers cooking at the barbecue. Go and grab you. All right, here we go. We are back. We are back. Like I said, this is a different setup for me right here. This is actually me doing everything. I'm going to try to do a whole video, no edits, almost live stream format where I don't, take a break, cut anything up. I figured out how to use this Nikon, so I'm running it. But got me something to drink. I totally forgot, because usually when I do videos, I don't need nothing to drink. But if I'm gonna be talking for a while, your throat gets kind of dry, you need to have something to drink in here. But let's keep with this content real. Let me go back into this video. Hold up for a second.
We appreciate the effort put into your workflow. The decision will not be overturned at this time. This is why warehouses are burning down. This is not about AI.
I don't condone burning down warehouses.
Faceless channels. This is not about anything other than money, dollars, pesos, dinero, rubles, pounds, fucking sterling. This is what I believe.
He's on the right track, because even if YouTube doesn't monetize your channel, they're still going to play ads on your channel. Now, when they're playing ads on your channel, that means revenue is being paid to YouTube. The monetization part is where YouTube says, we'll give you, the creator, a part of that money. Now, if they kick you out of monetization program, they don't owe you anything because you're not a part of the program. All your videos just being played. You're working for free, basically. You're putting out content for free. The only way you can make money is off sponsorships, maybe, or starting a Patreon, or running a Twitch or something like that. But you're not making a dime on YouTube. So to continue doing videos when you're being demonetized means you're giving up that opportunity. I mean, we spend hours in the lab, hours in here, when we could be out working. Like me, I've been working a lot during my time away from YouTube because I had to. I got a big project coming up. People on Patreon know what I'm doing. So I had to step away from YouTube for a while because YouTube don't pay me that much. The live streams pay well because people super chat and all of that. The videos don't pay me too well. So I'll do more live streams than videos. This is your notice right here. But this guy's on the right track. He says this is all about money. And I kind of noticed something during the past couple of years, ever since the election was over. USAID and all of the money that the Dems were giving to all these social media platforms, because the social media platforms were in agreement with pushing the narratives that the Democrat leaders were putting out. So they were giving money to Facebook, they were giving money to YouTube, Instagram. Anybody who helped them push the narrative was being paid to push that narrative. Once the election was over and that narrative is no longer pushed, nobody's getting those tax dollars anymore. These big social media firms are not getting tax dollars now like they used to. They're getting money from like actual companies who want to advertise with them now. The government's not advertising with these companies no more. The government's like, why are we paying social media advertising dollars? It was almost like money laundering in a certain sense. And I'm not saying that it was money laundering involved, but it was sort of like money laundering. Tax dollars would flow into YouTube, and YouTube would be paying all of these channels, whether legit or illegit, basically tax dollars. So it would be a flow. Dem leaders would pay companies like Facebook, YouTube. Facebook, YouTube would kick money out. Now, for all you know, some of these channels were set up to give money back to Democratic campaigns. We don't know that. Some of these dollars were meant to be back into Democrat leaders' pockets. We don't know that. But I know that there is a lot of media, like actual media, like CNN and PBS and actual media companies had to shut down because they weren't getting tax dollars anymore. So social media, I believe, like I said, no evidence, I believe social media was in the same boat. They were getting a lot of tax dollars from Democrat leaders. That money dried up. Billions of dollars dried up. So now they have to make that money back. Like this guy saying, Jason, like Jason is saying, I don't know if to pronounce his name, Jason Abadi, I don't know. But what he's saying is that this is about money. It's not about AI. It's about money. YouTube wants to retain all these revenue, these dollars that they're getting. So people are waking up. No account. Owed 4,000, 10,000, 50,000, 125,000, owed all this money. And YouTube says, nope, we're going to keep it. TikTok was doing the same thing. I'm telling you, man, something going on. Let's get back into this video real quick.
About money. This is not about AI. YouTube actively encourages creators to use AI tools. They provide them for us inside the dashboard. I have access to about 5 different AI tools inside my dashboard. Tools that generate thumbnails, video titles, video ideas, script templates, all available to be used inside my YouTube Studio dashboard.
And I've told you guys that before, that if you're a YouTube creator, we have YouTube Studio. It tells us what type of content to create. So when it's saying we're kicking people for repetitive content, YouTube is telling us to do that content. They're saying a lot of your viewers like you talking about Anton Daniels. Do another Anton Daniels video. Your video likes when you talk about this. Do another one of those. And they keep sending those videos out. Now people are getting flagged for doing that because they're calling it repetitive content. So YouTube basically set people up. They're saying don't use AI, but they give you all these AI tools like Jason's talking about. So they give you all the tools, you use all the tools, and they say, oh, we're going to get rid of your content because you're using AI. They give you the AI voice so you can reply back to people with AI voice. People are getting demonetized for using AI voice, but YouTube gave you that to use. It's like you got set up. I didn't use none of it because when I heard people getting demonetized for it, I stopped going into my studio and looking at what people wanted to see. I just stopped. My views went down because you see I'm not doing the same content over and over. I'm not doing 1 million Anton Daniels videos, and I'm not doing, because that's what's going to get people demonetized. The AI is looking at all of the metadata in each video and saying in your catalog, you have a lot of repetitive data. You have a lot of repetitive titles. You got a lot of repetitive, content. So we're going to pull you out of the program. But the studio is telling you to do it. That's the part that don't make sense. That's why I'm like, you know what? Let me sit back from YouTube for a while. I got a couple of business ventures I'm jumping on that's going to bring me more money than what YouTube pays me. Plus, I've been making money daily doing what I do with my private clients and stuff like that, out marketing and everything. So I needed a break from YouTube for a while to research what is going on in the whole YouTube atmosphere and why people are losing their channels. Let's get back to Jason real quick.
And for them to turn around and then punish people for using AI is ridiculous. I have seen channels that use no AI whatsoever get hit with the same inauthentic label. I have seen channels that are 100% produced with AI with no human involvement whatsoever remain untouched and are still up. This is about money. This is about controlling the narrative. This is what YouTube posted day before yesterday.
And I'm gonna stop this real quick. I'm gonna say one thing. I like how Jason has his channel set up, how he has his picture in the top screen, then up under him, he's got the chat, then over to the side, he's got the window that he's reading. That's what I've been trying to do with OBS. What this guy's doing, I just found his channel today. This is what I've been trying to do with OBS. Set it up like actual guys who know what they're doing. And hopefully you guys like my new video setups and everything like that. But this is what I'm trying to do. I know he's got the black background. I like to have stuff going in the background, you know, just something to give you a little bit of motion. But I really like how guys like Jason have their chat. I just wanted to say that. Just mad respect to Jason for that. I just wanted to say that.
9 in the morning. To the creators who feel like giving up, don't. We see you. And
oh, and he's reading what YouTube is saying. Let me back it up a little bit. He's reading exactly what YouTube tweeted out to everybody. This is what's so, it's like a smack in the face. Listen to this.
To the creators who feel like giving up, don't. We see you. And they got hit with this scathing, just chef's kiss of a community note. This post has drawn heavy backlash from creators over AI demonetizations for inauthentic content, unresponsive support, and terminations despite original work. Scathing community note on their 2.7 million viewed tweet. And they are just getting ratioed in the comments over there. You know what they say about the truth? The truth will set you free, but first, it'll piss you off. They post, don't give up, we see you, while creators are literally saying you do not see us, you are not answering us, and you just removed our income with a template email. The community note makes it even worse for them because it proves that this is not just a few angry people yelling into the void. Enough creators and viewers are seeing the same pattern that the public context got attached directly to their own post. They are
And see, that's the thing. What you got to understand is that a lot of people bank their livelihoods on YouTube once they thought it was stable because it was the internet. It's them creating an account. It's them building a business, them being a contractor. And people really started putting their lives on the line, leaving jobs, leaving companies, leaving businesses they were doing just to do YouTube, just to do social media. And for it to be just pulled away with no explanation whatsoever because you have repetitive content. Your content is saying the same thing over and over. You have inauthentic content. You're using AI. I know we're giving you AI, but you're using it. Once we gave it to you, we basically set you up. People are mad. 2.7 million views on that tweet from YouTube, and people are killing YouTube on that tweet, killing them because this is a major, major situation. I know I haven't talked a lot about the little petty stuff we normally talk about on this channel because that's little compared to what's going on YouTube right now. And not a lot of people are making a fuss about it. Creators like me who haven't been demonetized yet, I could be demonetized at any minute, which is why I tell you, go find my Patreon. Because if I get demonetized on YouTube, I will not be doing content for free, giving up hours of my life when I could be out making money, hours of my life when I could be on Twitch or Patreon with people supporting the content that I'm dropping, knowledge, giving you knowledge and games so you can prepare yourself for life. And a lot of people out here on YouTube playing games, they screwing with you, jokes, frauds. And I'm bringing you nothing but knowledge to make sure you stay up, whether it's about making money, saving money. I'm always on your team, man. That's what I tell folks. I'm on your side. And a lot of people don't take my channel seriously. This is serious information.
throwing original, human-directed, and AI-assisted creators into the same bucket as actual spam operations. This is a disaster. YouTube is using authenticity as a proxy for style. Faceless, suspicious. AI voice, suspicious. Repeating visual motifs, suspicious. Similar episode structure, suspicious. Heavy use of generated visuals, suspicious. But none of these things prove inauthenticity. They prove production style.
Now, I'm going to play another part back where he just said about the episodes right here. Hold up for a second. Let me see if I can play this back.
Suspicious. AI voice, suspicious. Repeating visual motifs, suspicious. Similar episode structure, suspicious. Heavy.
See, repeated episode structure. And this is what I was talking about, Anton Daniels. He's got highly repetitive episode structures. He's got template structures. His visuals are almost the same. Channels like his are the ones that's going to be on a chopping block, I believe. And I'm not wishing him ill to have his channel pulled off. But with all the reports going out, all the people saying, if your content is looking the same, you look the same in every video. You got the same setup in every video. See, me, I got 3-4 different studios. I'm shooting in the car. I'm shooting here. I'm shooting there. I'm trying to change my content up for you guys. But mainly just for the algorithm sometimes to say that I can do different things. I can work on cars. I could be outside. I could build something. I can drop a podcast. I want to show a real channel, like an authentic life. This is my real life. Not the same shit. There's people out there doing the exact same content every day because it works. I'm going to walk into this place and talk to them. Tomorrow, I'm going to walk into this place and talk to them. The next day, I'm going to walk into this place and talk to them. The next video, I'm going to walk into this place and that's their format. To me, that's repetitive. When you're doing the same thing over and over and over because you're looking at the views, you're not worried about your audience. You're giving your audience the same exact bullshit every single day. You're not giving them nothing different, nothing interesting enough to say, man, I feel like more elevated just from watching this video. I believe I can actually build some across the back of my house. I believe I can fix my car. I believe I can, go adopt a dog or rescue a dog and have 2-3 dogs and they'll get along. I mean, I believe I could do this stuff. I drop content to make people believe. There's a lot of people who drop content to make you get deceived. You got the believers and you got the deceivers. You got to take a pick on which content you're going to watch. I'll never deceive you. I'll never commit fraud, bullshit, lie to you and say, oh, well, it was all stage content just to mess with you. That's how people are getting demonetized. Let me let this guy keep rocking real quick. Thank you, Jason, for letting me use this video, brother.
Use of generated visuals, suspicious, but none of these things prove inauthenticity. They prove production style. In online media, production style is the brand. YouTube's own help page says that suspended partner program creators are able to appeal by video or creator support, but in practice, creators are receiving the template responses with no examples and no clear path to correction. The appeal is not really an appeal. Faceless does not mean fake. Branding is not fraud. AI tools are not the same as AI spam. Creators deserve specific policy examples. I think eventually what they want to do is take everyone's likeness and visual styles and content styles and force all the actual people off the platform, whether you use AI tools or not, so that they can just have it set up to where your basic viewer goes on YouTube and types in, I want to see this type of content, and it will just generate it on the spot, and then they can keep all the ad revenue.
Bam, that right there. I'm glad he said that because I have said that before. Why are they demonetizing people but allowing their videos to still be shown? Why don't they just say, we're going to ban your channel till you get your channel right? Nobody can see your content. No, because they want to play the content. They want to keep all the ad revenue. Every time you watch a video, you're going to see ads on there. The creator is no longer getting paid for that. YouTube's keeping 100% of that money. You can't even super chat, super thanks. You can't, all you can do is Cash App or Venmo or go to their Patreon and say, hey man, I want to join your Patreon because I'm still watching your content knowing you ain't getting a dime for none of that shit. All that work you put in, all that production, the cameras you buying, all the lighting you're paying for, the candles you make just to make sure these videos pop. Man, I know it costs money. This shit ain't free, man. Here's $5, bro. Here's $5. And that's what support is. That's how you support a creator. We cannot live off of AdSense because AdSense is not guaranteed. They can pull it from you just like that. And they're going to create content based on how we look. All of these videos about how to work on cars, they're going to end up copying, using AI to copy exactly how we do those videos and be like, we don't have to pay Jeff no more. Because this is how Jeff changes brakes. Guess what? Now we could do this is how you change brakes on a 2019 BMW. We don't need Jeff's video no more. So now I'm not going to get any views on it. That video is going to either get no views or I'm going to be demonetized or just kicked off the thing. And they're going to use all my videos. So I'm yanking a lot of videos. You might look in my membership group and see that there's more videos going in there because I'm pulling things from public view right now because I'm considering, do I want to pull that over to Patreon or do I want to just delete that video all the way? Because a lot of my content is good content. And I'm moving it. People see I'm moving stuff over to Patreon because it's good content a lot of people may have not seen. And I want to keep it. I've created that content. It's mine. I want to keep it. So I'm putting it in payment groups behind paywalls and stuff like that because I don't want YouTube to be like, we're going to demonetize you for that. No, I'm going to monetize it myself. I'm going to move it to a platform that I have more control over versus sitting around waking up like Jason and all these other guys waking up going, dude, what the hell did I do? I've been doing this for like 10 years, working on content for 5 years. Now all of a sudden, I'm just demonetized. That's my livelihood, bro. I got mortgage to pay. I got, cars to pay for. I got a kid in college I'm paying for. You telling me you just pull my revenue, wake up, and I'm not getting that $11,000? I got to go out and get a job now. YouTube is doing it, man. They're doing it. Let's get back to Jason real quick. Hold up.
But the problem is they're not thinking about this all the way through. If they replace all the humans with AI, eventually we replace all the jobs, everything, who's gonna buy? Well, who are you advertising to? Are AIs gonna be advertising to other AIs? Who's gonna be spending the money? Where are the companies that pay for the advertising going to get the money to pay for the advertising? It makes no sense.
And that's the part where I'm thinking our government was using a lot of our tax dollars to support these companies, these social media companies. It was like a mind game, whatever you call a psyop. So as long as these social media companies run the narrative that the government says, keep pumping and feeding to their brains, XYZ, hide this content, shadow ban this content, but make this content prominent. Make sure black people look bad, dilapidated, look like criminals, look like they're breaking in every store and running out. Make sure we show that content so people vote to replace them. People vote to have illegals come over. Because why? We don't show illegals doing nothing. Now, when the Republicans will go, oh, yeah, well, we got an illegal shoot. And they go, oh, well, Americans kill Americans every day. An illegal's going to. But that illegal shouldn't even been here to kill that person to begin with. Oh, it's fine. We should have more illegals here, because that's the narrative we've been pumping. And we've been using social media to say, hey, look at what all these black people are doing. All these smash and grabs at airports. All of these exposés showing black people doing crime, but yet not showing the good things black people do, like work on cars and build communities, become teachers and parents and, become coaches. They're not showing that. The narrative was being pushed to say black people are bad. Black people are bad. We got to replace them with a different race. So let's bring a new race in that wants to work, that's not lazy and sitting on welfare. Look at all these black people on welfare, when black people are actually one of the lower percentages per capita who are actually on welfare. We get the lowest tax dollars in welfare out of almost all races. Look it up. Black people get the lowest. White people get way more. There's a thing right now going around saying that the way that they wrote the tax code, there's white people driving around in Porsches, BMWs, and Ferraris, but they're getting tax dollars for welfare. Because the way they wrote it, you could be a business owner. You could say you have no income. No income. What does that mean? It means you expensed everything out. So if I'm a business owner with a Jaguar, with a Porsche, and I make $2 million a year, but I expense out $2 million a year, guess how much money I make? Nothing. Now I can go get welfare. So I go apply for welfare. I get money for food. I get money for housing. I get money for Medicaid, Medicare. Why? Because I expense everything out to zero. Now I'm available to get welfare. That's how they're doing it. They wrote the code for that. So they're going through changing the code. But about the whole social media thing, I believe he's right. When they start replacing people with AI and all of this stuff, they're going to end up not having an entire generation of human, soulless people looking for great information online. Instead, we're going to be seeing AI-generated narratives the whole time, just narratives. When you look at it, you're not going to see the real. You're going to see what was programmed. And we're going to use the social media programs that were paid for by the government at first, now to program us as humans to believe something that the governments want us to believe. This dude, he's on something, man. Jason is on something. He's on to something.
This is all about greed. This is short-sighted, short-term thinking, all about greed. I'm speaking to anybody at YouTube that might be listening. Apparently, at Team YouTube says they hear us. Do you hear us? Are you listening? I don't think they are. People are smart. People are not stupid. People are.
I like this video. It's a comment on here. It says, I wonder if they just want y'all faces in the videos so they can scan everyone. I'm telling you, man, I tell everybody, make sure you comment. Because this guy, Jason, this is his channel. But we as creators, we read people's comments. I do. So when you guys are commenting, y'all dropping plates for everybody to eat off of. That's a plate. That flame-born Mattis right there says, I wonder if they just want y'all faces in the videos so they can scan everyone. Remember that? Everybody's being scanned. They want to scan your eyes. They want you to have facial recognition when you turn on Uber and Lyft and shit like that. I'm telling you, man, everybody is waking up to something that's going on out there. They don't want a faceless channel no more. They don't want a narrated channel. They want to see your face so they can place you somewhere. Where's the IP address of that face? What time of day? What this and that? It's tracking people. So if you're going faceless and you're using AI voice, because a lot of people who are foreigners that want to be in the American market, they use AI voice because they don't have really good English. So they use AI voices. YouTube is nixing those channels, saying we want to hear your voice and see your face. Telling you, it's something going on, man.
Are capable of deciding what they want and don't want to watch. If somebody wants to spend all day sitting on their couch watching Fruit Love Island or whatever the fuck, that's their decision. If an advertiser wants to run ads on that and advertise to that person, that's their decision. Who is YouTube to be the Praetorian Guard of what content is allowed or not allowed for people to consume? It's fine to have rules. Yes, we don't want actual deceptive media. We don't want people using fake likenesses of real people, celebrities, or politicians to spread fake disinformation.
Yep, the narrative.
That's fine. Do what you got to do to take care of that. Stop treating adults like children. YouTube, Google, let people make their own choices. Do we have free speech or do we not? Apparently we don't. They claim that they hear us. They claim that they're listening. Clearly they are not. But they will hear us. They will hear us eventually. We have to yell loud enough to get the attention of a bigger fish. Because right now, it's a bunch of really small fish.
And I'm going to tell you guys like this. I know everybody's talking about Spirit Airlines and how everybody's losing their job at Spirit Airlines and how everybody's losing their jobs at these companies going into business. What a job is income. That's all it is. It's income. What YouTube just did is essentially fired hundreds of thousands of people because this was their income and nobody's talking about it. That's what I'm saying. This is one of the biggest things going on right now. TikTok is doing it. They're demonetizing people, putting their RPM all the way down to a penny when it used to be at $1 or 50 cents. It's all the way down to a penny. So people who are getting $5,000-$6,000 a month on TikTok are now walking away with, $95. That's what they end up walking away with. It's like, dude, I got $5,000 last month. This month I got $95. What the hell? YouTube and TikTok are essentially firing people, taking away income and this is major, and not enough people are talking about it because the narrative, the headlines are not the news organizations are not saying, hey, YouTube and TikTok are essentially firing creators, getting rid of 1099 people. If it was happening on Uber and Lyft, if we woke up tomorrow and Uber and Lyft just said, we want to deactivate 1 million drivers on each platform, everybody would freak out. Dude, this is how we make money. This is how I pay for my family. This is what I do. I'm a 1099. We as creators are the same way. We're 1099s. What did I do with Uber and Lyft? I started doing private clients. What I've been doing a lot of, private clients. What am I doing on my YouTube channel? I'm trying to go Patreon. So if you want to get, the link is in the description below. I am trying to make sure I take care of myself because I know these apps, they will one day just nuke everybody. And if you're not ready for it, you're not prepared for it, you're going to get caught up in the nuclear reaction and you're going to be sitting around, man, I don't know how I'm going to take care of my family now. YouTube was all I was doing. Man, TikTok was all I was doing. I don't know how I'm going to pay for my car. They're going to come take my car. Same as having a job. Spirit Airlines, the government, all these people who had jobs and they lost their jobs, they are losing income. YouTube and TikTok are doing the exact same thing and nobody's making a big deal about it. Unless it's just us who take this seriously. There are creators who take it seriously. Creators who are even still monetized. I just got struck and I was down for 7 days. These guys are done. That's got to be the worst feeling ever. You create 10, 15 years of content and now you got to go out and do something different for a living now. All the people enjoyed watching you. They liked you. They comment, they build community around you. And just YouTube was like, nope, done. We'll keep all the revenue. You can keep making videos, but we're going to demonetize the videos and just keep all the revenue. Telling you, people are paying attention, man.
Making a lot of noise. I have not broken any rules. I have always been in compliance with YouTube's terms of service. I was in compliance with their terms of service when I monetized this channel in 2023. It's all about money. Dollars, pesos, dinero, rubles, pounds, fucking sterling. It's always been about money. Do we have free speech or do we not have free speech? Because apparently it looks like we don't have free speech anymore. They wanted to take down your channel. I don't think they want me on here. I think they want to make it so difficult for me to post or to make any money over here that I'll just leave of my own volition.
I believe that it's a force out. It's a force out. And that's why I think when they kicked me for 7 days, what did I do? I was still making content. I just wasn't posting it. I was making content showing you guys that I was building stuff and I was doing this and I was doing that. And what did I do in my days off of YouTube? What did I do? Because I couldn't upload nothing. So once I showed you guys what I really did, I mean, I've been enjoying my backyard now. I'm out there all the time. I just don't video it. But I haven't been in my backyard in 7 years as much as I've been in the past like month since I built that thing. Because it is so nice back there. I can sit up under there. The dogs sleep up under there now. I actually made a home. I got off the internet and started making my house feel more like a home. Even my dogs love it better back there. That's what you got to do sometimes. If they don't want you on this platform, go and get a life. They're slowly trying to get rid of us. So what have I been doing? I've not been uploading a lot. I know they want to see us do live streams like crazy. I've not been dropping a lot of live streams a lot. Instead, I've been out getting my life together, getting things ready for when they do pull the rug from up under me. I'm going to be like, I already got a safety net. I'm good. I got this set up, this set up, this set up. Like I said, if you guys aren't getting on my Patreon, cool. You probably don't support me anyways. You're probably just here to watch the content and not really support me as a content creator. I get it. A lot of people like that in the world. But I'm one of those people to say, hey, if you believe in somebody and you support them, then go support them. Make sure you got their back when they collapse and when they fall. You help keep them building that content, just like with my rideshare stuff. What happened when I started my private rides? People started supporting me, started putting my number out, giving other people my number. I started realizing who was actually supporting me. I've given people free rides before. I've given them huge discounts, taken them somewhere, the place is closed, I'll take them back for free. Because they have done so much for me to support me in building my business. They've sent me clients. So it's like I owe them. That's what happens when you take care of people. Let's get back to Jason real quick.
They can't terminate me. Like they can't like take my channel down entirely because I actually haven't violated the terms of service. I have followed the rules. The best they can do is hit me with this inauthentic, vague legalese jargon that is absolutely meaningless.
Yep.
Creatives
Still
versus
make
money.
money.
Control freaks laws are written for the rich. Yep. Lucy, you ain't just whistling Dixie, sister. That is the truth right there. Rules are written by the rich for the rich.
Yep.
But if they take away everyone's ability to work and to make money and just have everything done with bots, they're eventually gonna, it's the Ouroboros, it's the snake, the snake that eats its own tail. It's eventually just gonna consume itself.
Yep.
And we're gonna be left with 8 billionaires that have everything and everybody else has nothing. And
Yep.
then what happens?
Own nothing and you'll be happy.
They retreat into their bunkers. And we storm the bunkers. If they give everything to the AIs, it's going to be 8 billionaires that have everything and the rest of us fighting for scraps. What do they think is going to happen then? What I'm surprised hasn't happened already. That's why they're all building bunkers. But I don't care how big your bunker is, you're still going to have to pay a security guard or a security team. And what happens when you can't, when you stop paying them?
And this is what I think is going on for anybody out there who knows that AI is a big deal. And Trump had this entire conference this weekend down at Mar-a-Lago. Now, you saw him at the White House. He was at the White House after he was at Mar-a-Lago. And you say, well, Jeff, how do you know? Because one of my clients was at Mar-a-Lago. She's in videos with him. She gave him high five. She said, yeah, he gave me a high five and everything. I picked her up from the airport. So she told me the whole, because I knew she was going down there. And when that whole incident at the White House happened, I was like, but he was at Mar-a-Lago. She said, yeah, he was at Mar-a-Lago, but he took a private jet because he had to fly up to the Correspondents' Dinner. So they did the event at Mar-a-Lago first, where she gave him a high five and everything. That same night, he jumped on the plane, flew out. But there he had Grant Cardone. He had Tony, what's that guy's? He's a motivational speaker, Tony something. But he's a real motivational speaker. His name's Tony. But that guy, he was there. She said he was there. So they all spoke and they talked about AI and they talked about OpenClaw and they talked about people creating agents. And I think Grant Cardone, he created an agent. He has his own agent. He created an OpenClaw. His agent does everything for him. He said his agent, even one time he was working all day. The agent turned off all the lights in the house and Grant was like, what the hell you do that for? And he was like, oh, you were up too late. You need 8 hours of sleep. You need to get to work. The agent was telling him that. The agent was basically running Grant's life or whatever. And he was like, dude, this is the best thing ever. He gives it instructions. It knows his mannerisms. It knows what he eats for breakfast. It knows what he likes to purchase, where he likes to purchase it from. His agent basically runs his life for him. It's like his brain inside of an AI, and it just does everything for him. But, excuse me, my client that I picked up tonight, that's where she was. She was down there, and they had F1 down there. Because I was like, well, you were gone a long ass time. She's like, yeah, well, they had F1 too. So I went to F1. I was like, damn. I was like, you just doing too much. They said, well, we did all the parties. We went to F1. We went to Mar-a-Lago because they had a huge thing down there. You had to own so much Trump coin in order to get into the event. So they all got into the event or whatever because they all purchased the Trump coin, got into the event. A lot of crazy shit. But Grant Cardone and that Tony guy, the motivational guy, they were there speaking. They had a few other speakers there. But, you know, I know that what this guy is saying is on point. And he didn't even go to Mar-a-Lago. But when you got Trump and all of these people on stage talking about using AI, creating agents in OpenClaw, really embracing technology and getting away from humanity and doing more things, I mean, he's making a lot of sense. They're getting rid of humanity at a rate where we're going to become slaves to a system that the elites are creating. Once these 8 elites that he's talking about create the system, they're going to need people to work the system. People got to create power. We've got to create, you know, energy. We've got to find ways to work in order to keep the systems and all the servers and shit going. That's all we're going to be working for. Create food to feed people. The people work the land and build the buildings and do the maintenance. All the work is going to be done by agents in OpenClaw and AI systems. That's it. And we're aiming in that direction, which is why I said when I took a break from YouTube for those 7 days, I started researching a lot of it. But even over the past week, I've been really digging into it, finding channels like Jason's. I've been really digging into people's content, finding out what these intelligent guys who have been creating content for decades, what do they think? And I'm using their thoughts to create videos to bring to you. Like I said, I'm going to do a live stream or whatever soon, but I'm just so busy. I got to find time to do a live stream. This video right here is already taking me like 40 minutes right now, but I'm going to actually do something good with this video. But in the meantime, all right, we're going to let Jason wrap this up. He's got about another 20 seconds. Hold up.
What happens when your security realizes that it's no longer in their interest and sides with everybody else? I think you guys get what I'm putting down here.
That's it right there. So that's your man, Jason, right there. Like I said, this guy, man, he is very sharp, very sharp. And I like the way that he presented all of that right there. Let me find this. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I like the way he presented that because he's one of the guys that, like I said, when I watched his video originally, I was like, man, he's hitting so many points that I've hit on just chatting with people, driving, talking to people, you know, on social media. He's hitting on so many different points. And more people need to talk about what's going on because you think it's just YouTubers and TikTokers. This is about to be everybody involved. Spirit Airlines went out of business for a reason. Now, when you have less of a supply of airplanes, but you have a high demand for flights, guess what happened to prices? They go up. Once they start creating higher prices, less people become mobile. They can now trap you wherever you are. They already raised house prices through the roof, so we can't sell our houses because we have nowhere to live if we do. So they trapped a lot of people like that. We got, you know, good interest rates and low purchase prices, what I got. And now there's high interest rates with high house prices. I'm not going nowhere. Why would I lose a low interest rate with a low house note? Sell my house right now, end up with a double interest rate and a higher pay. That's how they trap people. Pricing, money. Same thing happened with Spirit Airlines. They're going to trap people. They let that airline just collapse. They didn't have to do that. They could have saved that airline. Years ago, they could have saved it. Years ago, there was going to be a merger that saved 2 airlines. There was going to be a merger years ago, not last year, years ago. And they let it happen, let that airline collapse, didn't let them join so they could be stronger to help keep prices lower. Prices are about to go up. Less people will be mobile. And that's how you trap people exactly where you want them to be. I'm telling y'all, pay attention to what's going on. This whole YouTube demonetization thing is historic. It is historic right now. Hundreds of thousands of people every day are waking up to this message of you no longer have a channel. You no longer have money. Oh, but you can keep creating content if you want to. We're just not paying you for it. We're going to keep the money. All the ads that are running on your channel, just running for free. We're going to keep the money. So keep creating content, be the best content creator you can be, and we're not paying you shit for it. How you like that? Shout out. To all the true believers out there, dropping them blessings in our comments when all these fake creators using this against y'all religion. This is for you. Now this for the guy got you. See you at the barbecue, and I got a spot for you. So gon' bust a block or two. What else is you gotta do? Just pull up to the potluck, cause I got a pot or two. And I got a lot of crew, and I got a lot to do. These chickens sitting simmer now, so I'm about to throttle through. The latest model you would do is still kinda bother you, but nobody's stopping you. I'm preaching that gospel, woo. My pop was still popping through. The cops are still watching through. The prophets on the block were shouting loud like the guy got you. They spitting the rituals and giving the signals. Religion getting spiritual, we getting residuals. The prophecy cyclical and poverty cyclical. See, dad leave, kids grieve, mamas need miracles, and I'm getting sick of you. The hood done went digital. These cameras all around, so it's easier getting you. The fiction that you spitting getting seriously critical. It's trash, like your ass on a minstrel. The coke got to bench you, the clan wanna lynch you. The evidence of penance hella strong with the stench too. The barbecue I'm grilling for the women and men too. Your hands up in the sky when the spirit's within you, and you just wanna give it to the Lord. You done been through the droughts that you went through, but you wanna win too. It's constantly getting you to the point of a sin too. You gotta get that paper in your pockets, cause rent due. Cause even in Flint too, these criminals sprint through. The government bent you, see you on the bench dude. Now you at the barbecue, and I got a spot for you. So gon' bust a block or two. What else is you gotta do? Just pull up to the potluck, cause I got a pot or two, and I got a lot of crew, but this for the guy got you. We the guy got you. For all my people out there that's true believers, you know what I'm saying, out there spreading that energy, spreading the word out there. I might not do it. These fake creators out there, they trying to do it to use it against you. I'm saying don't give up. Stay a guy got you if that's what you are, you know what I'm saying? Don't even be ashamed of believing in the Lord. Don't be ashamed of that. Do what you do. Don't worry about us. We just out here creating content, having a good time. But do not let nobody use that against you. You gotta peep that out for yourself, you know what I'm saying? We at the barbecue and this is how we get down.
Okay, God, let come through. God was coming. It was coming through. People watching my stuff.
We the God got you.
It get hot in that kitchen, boy. But you still gotta cook. And guess what? People gonna be coming with plates out. And they gotta be fed. You the chef, dog. You cooking.